This is Ehacker. I'm guest hosting for Colonel Kurtz, and today we're going to talk about Eve Barlow. If you're following Depp vs. Heard, you might know Amber Heard has got a friend, some people call her a journalist friend, named Eve Barlow. Now, the thing is, she's been heavily defending Amber, tweeting out all this stuff for a really long time, and I want to get into some of those narratives, the main ones, give my opinion on why she's not being so tasteful. And also, it should be mentioned she was kicked out of court in Virginia for tweeting or texting something online, whatever it was. And that's just further proof that she's not quite right here. She's not quite all with us. So first, let me start by saying this. What she does is she accuses people like me, like some other bigger platforms, like some media sources, of using the case for attention. But what she does is she uses the case and Amber's fame and Johnny's fame for attention. She got about 12,000 followers on Twitter since the case started. She's now got 50,000 followers on Instagram. So she's actually very hypocritical, among many other things. And I do see a little $sign there on Twitter where you can donate to her. Now, I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with putting out media and YouTube channels and making money, but don't blame other people for it and do the same thing. Next is this. She likes to say, never let it go, keep fighting. But not too long ago, what she was saying and what Amber was saying and Amber's team was saying is Johnny's got to let it go. He's got to leave Amber alone and let it go. But now the tables have turned a little bit and Amber's been found to be guilty. She says, never let it go. Again, a hypocrite. What else we got? Oh yeah. Basically, what she'll do is she'll put out something to set off Johnny fans like I stand with Amber and then complain about the comments she gets and the responses she gets. So in this tweet here, she says, there are 7,400 comments under my latest Instagram post, most of them deplorable, trolling, hateful attacks. Well, guess what? I read quite a few of those comments. I read a couple of hundred, and yes, there were a few words here and there that weren't pleasant, but you know what? Most of them was an opinion on the legalities of the case. Also, pointing out how Amber Heard has been wrong in the past on a great many things, and how Amber's a criminal, and that's a fact. Amber committed perjury. Amber taped Johnny in California against California law without his permission. Amber got a DUI. So she's a criminal. And saying that is not trolling, that's just spreading facts. But of course, she pretty much has to try to gaslight the Johnny fan base, and actual survivors of DV, by the way. And if you were trying to make the best on your friend's court case, what else could you do? How about try to attach your name to huge names in the media and on social media like Elon Musk? It goes on to say, but she sucked Musk's crooked dick. That feeling when the playground bully calls you a name and you still want to kick their ass. She's going for clout here. She accuses other people of using the case for attention, for followers, for monetization, but she gotta pitch in her opinion on Elon Musk? Why? If you haven't seen Musk's actual comment, by the way, on the case, he says, I hope they both move on. At their best, they're each incredible, which is a really disappointing flat statement, but let's keep it with Eve for now. I digress. Kind of interesting though there. And of course, every day, she's just got to spew out things about Johnny Depp, the case, how the whole narrative is wrong, how society is bad and against Amber. So let's take a look at a few of those. Nausea warning, by the way. Some people, when I put out these kind of videos, get a little nauseous, so just so you know what we're talking about. And she says, you have more in common with Amber Heard than you think. She didn't want to testify to the gruesome allegations in front of the world because the truth of them is painful. And guess what? You don't want to believe that your favorite pirate was capable of them? Must suck for you. The first line's funny. I mean, what do you and I have in common with Amber Heard? Well, we're both human beings to start. And a few other very, very normal things. Amber claims she likes Led Zeppelin. I do too. But who knows exactly what she likes, because on the day Van Halen died, she wore a t-shirt spouting Van Halen. Was it respect or was it for attention? It's not clear. Just saying. Protect the man with scissors for hands at all costs, especially at the cost of a woman's right to speak her experiences. All right. And by the way, she's bringing up something from a very long time ago. I thought we were moving on with things. Edward Scissorhands is like the late 80s or something? Of course, she has to go crazy when Johnny's touring with Jeff Beck. If you haven't thought about it, well, now's the time. So Johnny wasn't at the verdict. He was out playing guitar with Jeff Beck, and that makes perfect sense when you think about it. Like Ben Chu, Johnny's lawyer, said, Johnny had the weight of the world on him for 6 gosh darn years. Of course he's going to take his mind off it and play some music. Would you want to be sitting there in a court like all nervous and waiting for that moment when the verdict comes down, or relaxing playing music and have someone break the news? That's really sensible, and that makes sense to me. But she's got to make it like Johnny ran away, he can't take it, he doesn't care. So she can't think about basic psychology for just about 20 seconds. So she goes on to say, so Johnny Depp is on tour with Jeff Beck. He played in Sheffield tonight and will likely play the Royal Albert Hall in London tomorrow and Tuesday. That's the domestic abuse victim waiting for his defamation case verdict. The one who's been canceled. I just explained it. That's right. He's taken his mind off it. He sat in Virginia for, 6 weeks? So, as you can see here, this is the tip of the iceberg. I've been covering her for quite a while. I'm going to say about a year now, and she does not stop. There was a short period where when Amber lost, she was off Twitter and social media for about 24 to 36 hours or something, and she reposted Amber's silly statement to the public about how it was a setback for women, but then she got right back on with her trigger-happy Twitter hand or whatnot and kept going and going and going. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. My channel's Ehacker. Check it out. I'm doing Depp vs. Heard, pop culture, celebrity news, stuff like that. On this channel, Colonel Kurtz is also doing that stuff. She's got some great videos. It's one of the channels I actually watch pretty frequently. She's doing Manson, Depp vs. Heard, some deep dives. And if you don't subscribe here, well, I guess we'll be pretty sad about it. But we'll get over it, make a new video. Something like that. Rant over for now. See you next time.